Well, I know many of you know that losing a pet to a lot of people, most people, is not like it is losing a family member. The loss can be especially tough for children too. And here to talk with some tips about coping is veterinarian Tiffany Matheson. Thank you so much for joining us today. You have a really unique job. We were just discussing how you actually go to homes and help people during this time.
Yeah, our company, Lap of Love, focuses on end-of-life care in the home, and so we know what a hard time this is for families to go through. That's why we've partnered with PetRemembrancedDay.org, sharing some resources to help people dealing with grief and to help them get through this difficult time.
Well, as I did just mention children, maybe we can talk about that a little bit, because it must be most difficult enough for the adults, but then to help your child understand, you know, where their beloved pet is going and what's happening. Do you have some advice for parents?
Yeah, there are actually some articles that we have on PetRemembrancedDay.org that specifically, depending on the child's age, on how to talk to them and help them work through that loss, because depending on their age, there are different ways to help them deal with those things.
Can you give us an example of maybe some key words or the best tip you can give for a family that might be going through it?
I think it depends a lot on your religious beliefs and you know, what your family believes in the afterlife. So, and especially younger children, they need dealing with differently than older children, which are more capable of understanding. So these articles that we have on the website kind of specify based on their age, you know, different ways to help them.
And you mentioned Pet Remembrance Day. Is that today, or?
That's actually September 9th.
It's September 9th, so it's coming up, and it's a day dedicated to, can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, just a day dedicated to remembering our past pets, you know, the ones that we've loved and lost, and you know, still hold a special place in our heart. And on the website, PetRemembrancedDay.org, there's a memory wall that we can post photos and memorials, and you can actually look at other people's memorials and give them support to help them deal with loss. So
you can submit photos of your own pet.
Yeah.
And, is
and
there
that
website? I'm sure we'll put it up on ours as well.
PetRemembrancedDay.org.
Okay, perfect. And is there a new way, speaking about the Rainbow Bridge Memorial Wall, is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Yeah, the Rainbow Bridge Memorial Wall, where you can upload photos, you can do it from your phone, and you can post your story, and people will send you support, and you can do the same for others. So it's just a nice place where people can come together and share their grief and support each other.
Oh, I love that. And I know not too long ago we talked about how maybe it'd be a good idea for new pet owners to get like pet maternity leave almost. But I also think when we talk about that, some people need to take grieving time away from work and their duties to remember their pets as well.
Yeah, and some companies are now offering that, which is really nice, because losing a pet for many people is like losing a family member. And you know, having that time to deal with those emotions and grieve in your own way is very important.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your advice and tips.